Welcome to the South Texas Amateur Tour Podcast, The Power Hour, with your hosts, Travis Salkowski, Dustin Hassan, Casey Graham, Jason Bird, and Michael Germanuelian.
Good evening, South Texas Amateur Golf Tour. Welcome to the Tour Power Hour. We are back. It is Tuesday night. It is 7:33, December 5th. Golly, November flew by pretty quick, didn't it? Here we are in December, guys. Lots to talk about tonight. We've got the 2024 season schedule. We have the first event open for registration. We're going to talk about Monster Day a little bit. Wrap up the 2023 season a little bit. Talk about the upcoming match play event video and some of the cool stuff coming from that. And all things leading to January 7th, where we will be back for Monster Day. Guys, it's going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot to talk about. Before we jump into all of that, let's go ahead and bring out Travis Salkowski to the show. Travie.
Hey, what up? Good evening. It is Tuesday. It's in December. It's officially off season. I agree with your subheader. Life is weird without the STX Am Tour. But we've got Monster Day open for registration. We've got a documentary series at Film Final Editing about the match play. We've got a new schedule out ready to talk about. We've got a trail golf course that's getting ready to open, one that's getting ready to close. So it's never really quite the off season, but it's good to be back on a Tuesday night. I know I sent that in the text thread this morning that I was excited to be back on the air talking tour. Sabrina was just bringing me something to drink. I got a little sidetracked by her. She's trying to distract me on purpose.
Sure, that was super hard.
It's difficult for me to stay on point, and then she tries to talk, and it's very difficult. But yes, oh my gosh, it feels like so long ago that we had the South Texas Match Play Challenge, but it was only 2 weeks and 2 days ago, we've got big news to talk about. I don't know what we have for graphics or videos lined up to talk about the Match Play Mayhem mini documentary.
We can talk about that first. I have the poster. I have the 30-second video, highlight video. So we can do that first. Ooh. We can do that last.
Okay, terrific. I see Jason's on in the comments thread. I'm not sure if he's going to make an appearance on the show tonight, but he's definitely available in the comments if anything has anything for Jason on the show this evening. Okay, well, what do you want to do? You want to do it first or last? Oh, there he is in his temp office.
I've been here.
Oh, terrific. I can't see. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
That's cool.
He's in the background. I just assumed he'd let himself in.
Oh, terrific.
I did.
Well, good. Good thing I didn't say anything negative about Jay Bird.
Oh, that would be terrible.
Mr. Bird, good evening. How are you this evening?
I'm great. Yeah, I'm in this temporary office. I don't know if you guys can hear it echo. There's no furniture in here, so it's just echoing like crazy.
There definitely echoes a little bit.
Jason, for those who don't know, Jason is now a homeowner.
Yep.
Which is why
again
office has an echo.
Yeah.
Yes, in the process of moving over to his new mansion.
It is a mansion, you know. It's just
Escape
me, a
bird.
dog, you know. 5,200 square feet still feels a little tiny, but we'll get over it.
I love it. It's amazing. It's
Trent,
amazing.
let's say Jaybird House Poison, 5,200 square feet.
I think that'd be great.
Between the 3 floors, that would be amazing.
You can only go down, no chipping inside.
No, we got to go up. That'd be amazing.
Oh.
No, we got to do it like we did at your parents' house. I want to send it over the house.
Oh.
My neighbors would not like that.
Oh, you know, I remember the days of Pro Shot Poison on the trail and going down the spiral staircase at Brackenridge Park. You know, but going upstairs is definitely difficult in Pro Shot Poison. Definitely is.
Yes.
Good to join us, Mr. Bird. Thank you. How are you on this Tuesday night?
I'm great, dude. I'm great. You know, my commute from work is a lot shorter now, so I always feel more energy when I get home.
Terrific. That's more time for golf, shorter commute, more time to practice.
I agree.
And speaking
Fortunately,
of,
there's so much time in the day now because it's light till 9 o'clock, and
oh my gosh,
it's just great.
I was stone cold asleep last night at 7:30. Stone cold. Passed out.
I mean, by 6:30, I'm pretty much on the couch and like nodding off, and I have Emma come up to me and go like, "Wake up, wake up,
Yes.
girl! I'm sleeping. Leave me alone."
Yeah, for sure. I agree completely. I tried to stay awake to Monday Night Football and couldn't make it.
That game looked weak.
It was
Well,
useless, anyways.
it was. Yeah, the game of the week was Jordan Love and the Packers taking down the Chiefs in Titletown, you know. With or without assistance down the stretch, who knows? We don't need to talk about that. But the Green Bay Packers moved into the 6th seed in the playoffs at 6-6 with that win.
Who do they get to play if then the playoffs starting right now? Who are they playing?
Man, I don't know how that bracket would look.
Not
2
good.
play 7, 3 play 6. So you get the 49ers?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think 3, right?
I don't know. Let's look.
Back
You
on.
get the
golf,
Lions.
though.
Oh, you're in the 7th seed, so you do get the 49ers.
Okay.
Cowboys would get the Falcons.
Back to what we were talking about, because you know we're here to talk about the tour. Let's you know what? Let's do it twice. Let's show the flyer in the video now, and we'll show it at the end of the show.
Oh, I love it. Okay,
I think
so
we'll do that. So here's the flyer. Or do you want to set up the flyer?
Oh no, go! I'll voice over the flyer. That's great. Okay, so this flyer is for the mini documentary series on the 2023 South Texas Match Play Challenge, the STX Am Tour versus the Houston Amateur Golf Association. Danny Puckett and Fairway Global Logistics provided a media coverage for the whole event, videography, player interviews. That was sponsored and presented by Micah Carroll and Cairo Services Group. Special thanks to Micah and Cairo Services for sponsoring Global Fairway Logistics and Danny Puckett to produce our very first mini documentary called Match Play Mayhem. And we are going to have a world premiere film screening January 6th at San Pedro Golf Course. The event time is officially 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., but the first film screening will be at approximately 4:20 p.m. inside the San Pedro Golf Course on the San Pedro simulator screen. Couldn't be more excited. Having the film coverage there was amazing. It brought it to a next level. Jaybird, MD, anything to add on this graphic before MD plays the teaser video?
No.
I mean, I
super
get a
cool
lot of
graphic.
interviews. I mean, 15 minutes seems like a long time. I'm just curious how much of our content we filmed Travis he's actually going to use.
I can't wait. 15 minutes is a long time. It really is a long time when you're sitting watching a video, which is, I'm really excited. I almost thought it was going to be a couple parts at first, like maybe a lead up to, but all in one sitting. Really excited for it. MD?
I mean, I'm excited to see it. Anyone who watches it is going to see that I play pretty hard to the camera. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, all three of us on screen right now are in the film for sure.
Some of us
Yeah,
are in the trailer.
All from different perspectives. I, of course, was the captain, MD as a player and a qualifying player, and then Jason Bird as an assistant captain, and then a full-time caddy on the second day. So all kind of different perspectives. So really interesting to see. Danny Puckett is amazing. And the STX Am Tour and Fairway Global Logistics are entering into a partnership for the 2024 tour season. We'll have some more about that next week. Maybe Danny will come on the show and we can talk a little bit more about that partnership. But Danny Puckett's amazing. I love his work. I love hanging out with the dude. Really cool and really hardcore into golf right now, and really excited to see his piece.
Yep, absolutely. Well, without further ado, let's showcase this this teaser of what is to come.
That's a really uncomfortable scenario for everybody. There were 75 people here at the first tee time, and that's tough. It's not easy to work through. Course is phenomenal. Best putting surface this event has ever been played on. It's going to be a fun weekend.
I love it. I think it's going to be so exciting. I'm really excited to see the final edit and the final cuts, and then I'm really excited to show it to the tour family and the Alamo City Golf Trail and the world on social media. I'm really, really excited. It was such a cool experience having Danny there. And as you can see from the trailer, there were lots and lots of really what felt like huge moments from leading up to it Friday to when the camera turned on Saturday morning to when the final match was over on Sunday. It felt like there were big power play moments everywhere, and that Danny was there with his team capturing them all.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool to see. It's gonna be really fun. I am excited for that final cut, that final piece. I know I am expecting he uses some better videos of me than me missing a putt.
Speaking of making a putt, do we have the video of Weldon loaded?
I don't know.
Okay.
There's a really cool
video on the Facebook page of Dustin making a really long putt on the 18th green on Saturday. That was one of the first teasers that came out.
Yep. Just such a good putt. But yeah, it's gonna be really cool. And it comes out and we preview it the night before the season, the 2024 season officially kicks off, which is super cool as well. Which leads us into Monster Day and talking a little bit about the 2024 season. So let's talk about the 2024 season lineup. I'm going to throw up the calendar real quick and let's talk through the events. Let's talk through the calendar this year.
Really, really cool week last week. I always love launching the next season or opening the next event for registration. And it's really cool when we get to Monster Day. When this schedule comes out, it's the off season for for the tour golfer, right? And it really feels like putting this graphic together and wrapping up everything with the trail on the Alamo City Golf Trail Division schedule and talking about what golf courses are going to be open, what golf courses are going to be closed. This is the first real communication piece that says, hey, freaking next year is here. Registration for Monster Day is open. Double points out the gate. Let's go get it. Let's plan your 2024 tour schedule and let's get it rocking and rolling. I love this crescendo, this wrap up, this quote unquote off season. I love this crescendo. We played golf this weekend. I played golf with MD, and on the way to the golf course, he calls me, and there's a Facebook memory that pops up that last week, Sunday, a year ago, is when we released the armadillo logo. And I love that crescendo, and I'll never forget what last year felt like releasing the South Texas Amateur Golf Tour, changing the title on the Facebook page, and just week after week leading up to Monster Day. And I just love this time of the year, and I love the holidays, and I love ramping up to probably the most or second most unique event on the tour schedule. I mean, you could put that right there with the San Pedro Match Play and be like, who does that? Well, the tour does.
Yeah, I mean, Monster Day and San Pedro Match Play are two unique formats, right? And I think there's a reason it happens in the spring. We throw the Monster Day in there as that 9th event. And the spring is typically when the golf courses aren't in the best shape because the grass hasn't come back from dormancy, right? So we can do some fun things with that.
And Mission is in fantastic condition. There's tons of grass in the fairways. The bunkers got remodeled over the summer. They're great. Lots of renovations on the tee boxes. Alamo City Golf Trail Manager of the Year, Clint Bach, on the golf shop side, on the golf operations side, and the agronomy side on the maintenance part. Really excited to be there. And with Cedar Creek closing, there are some extra golf carts laying around, and the field size has gone up from the traditional 120 people at Monster Day all the way up to full field shotgun, full course, all day.
Full field, huh?
2024 it's got a real good chance to be one of the best Monster Days ever. It's the 12th one, 12th consecutive Monster Day. I mean, that sounds crazy that 12
And
years.
what is our official sign up number right now?
41 teams are signed up right now.
41
more than
teams.
halfway
That is more than half in the first week. This event's going to sell out, and it's going to sell out before Christmas, everybody. So don't delay. Use the website link below, stxamtour.golf. Get registered ASAP for Monster Day. This is one of those events when it hits that hard cap. It hits that hard cap somewhere around the 68, 69, 70 teams, and really excited. One of the best moments of that off season is dot and hole locations the day before Monster Day. That's some fun times.
But the big fun thing here on the calendar, first, it seems like a lot of people are surprised that Cedar's closing. I want to say congratulations to everyone who plays Cedar every year. Your handicap just got a little bit better because you're not going to go out and shoot your traditional 95s for not knowing how to play that course. But that does add a course back on our list, which is Riverside, which is opening up here pretty soon. And we can see we've got a couple of rounds out there this year that are going to be a lot of fun.
So we've got two cracks at Riverside during the regular season, both stroke play events. The tour committee putting the schedules together thought that course record attempt at Riverside is just too good to pass up.
As you can see, early in February at Riverside.
So do we think the renovation is substantial enough to reset course records?
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely. Change the routing. Par 5's changed. Par 4's changed.
It did
Par
change the
three's
routing.
changed.
Yep.
There is a par 5 missing and gone, if people don't know that already.
That 100% warrants a new course record, new scoring record. And this will be the first stroke play tournament at Riverside. Soft opening somewhere around the end of the month.
January 1, maybe.
More info from the trail to come on that. But for sure, we'll be there on February 3rd playing stroke play at Riverside. We'll also be there in summer. And what you can't see on this graphic because of the scrolling ribbon on the bottom that MD so kindly took away, the 11th annual South Texas Match Play Challenge down there on Roosevelt Avenue, Riverside Golf Course, November 9th and 10th of this year. Really excited. I love bringing people to renovated golf courses. So
Travis, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Might we see the 9-hole par 3 make an appearance in the South Texas Match Play Challenge?
It is certainly a subject to talk about. It will absolutely be part of the STX Am Tours pod challenges or team prep. Believe it for sure, 100%. I would love this tournament to eventually get to 54 holes. I would love that. Some extra form of match play with alt shot would be awesome. Not quite sure how we'd pull it off logistically with the timelines that we have in November with daylight and travel and all of that good stuff. But I would love to incorporate the par 3 somehow. I think it would be super neat.
I think it would be cool too. You remember the old Pennick off-season event was always so much fun on that par 3 course.
I love that par 3
Watching people 19 putt number 6.
I love that. I love that. And Ruben has said the par 3 course needs a little bit more time, but it's going to be good.
I believe it. I wonder if they're going to leave the trees overhanging areas. So you got to hit under and over trees.
I love those little punch shots.
Yeah, if they would just leave that, that'd be cool, and then just make the greens not insane. Like number 6 was dumb, but
yeah, number 3 was weird too with that big, backboard. Yeah. But really strong schedule. Point distributions are up on the website under the division schedule tab on the menu board, so you can see what's double points, what's standard points. And yes, in the comments there, Cedar Creek is scheduled to close sometime in January. I don't know a hard date yet, but we will more than likely have Ruben Caraveo. There he is. 5th on the par 3, still has a tree in the way. I love it. I would love to have, I was just going to say we were going to have Ruben on the show, and now he's watching. So I'd love to
send him the link. Send him the link.
I would love to have Ruben on the show, talk about Riverside, talk about Cedar coming up here in the off season. I think that would be terrific. But yes, Cedar Creek forecasted to close for most of the year next year. Haven't seen tons of plans about Cedar Creek. Greens, some fairway dart, bunkers, the usual suspects, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, I haven't heard anything official. The rumor mill said that the greens are going to just be redone as they were originally designed, right? Like the 3 tiers, nothing crazy.
Yes, which means bigger. Every green gets smaller.
Railroad ties.
Yeah, the railroad ties rotted out, right, and collapsed, so the greens become weird. Is what I was told, at least?
Yeah,
yes,
and
accurate.
Just
cool.
as a rule of thumb, when you're mowing, you don't want to scalp the edge, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're real tentative and real hesitant on a mower
mowing around the collar, and the green typically shrinks because of that. Just
I wonder if they'll level out number 18, maybe.
Number 18, old number 9. Yeah.
Old, yeah.
Sorry.
Well, old number 9, old number 18, which became old number 9.
Yeah, real old
current.
18. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. I've heard rumors on that, softening that slope somewhere, the 50 to 100 yard marker, softening that so every golf ball doesn't roll to the cart path.
As long as they leave the turkeys there, it'll be fine. Got to have the turkeys at Cedar Creek.
Turkeys, bobcats, porcupines.
Oh, I saw a porcupine at Cedar Creek once.
Yeah, there's a lot of acreage there. Adding a windmill. I love it.
Like Happy Gilmore.
I think that's a joke.
I think it's a joke. Trying to make it circus golf, yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe there's a real windmill, and that'd be totally.
Maybe there is a windmill. I don't know. There's a well or two there. I don't know. Maybe there's a windmill.
That's how they're going to power the new Snack Shack.
I love Cedar Creek. Cedar Creek in good shape right now. Grab a tee time at Cedar Creek as December rolls on. It'll be the last time you play it for a minute. I got good feedback from golfers that played in the San Antonio Open. They said it was good. And the weather was bad. So get out, play Cedar Creek before it shuts down for the year, everybody. That's my recommendation. And couldn't be more excited to get to Riverside. Super excited. I'm
super excited for Riverside too. The trail, I haven't really seen much. I know it was really touted with Almost that they're going to make it longer. I don't know if Riverside's going to be longer or the same length. And so, I'm curious to see if the water comes back on number. I know they teased that the water. Right. I know they teased the water back on 7. I wonder if the water's coming back on 1, for instance, in front of that green there.
I remember Ruben talking about the ponds, and the one on the par 3 is coming back on hole number 7, but I don't believe the pond is coming back on 1 or 18. Remember there used to be a pond up there on the left on 18?
I don't remember that. It's never been there since I started playing golf. Neither is the one on 7.
Between the cart paths on 18 and 10, up on the hill.
Oh, that was a pond. That makes sense because it's kind of dug in a little bit.
That was a pond, yeah, at one time.
Speaking of ponds, maybe in the Cedar renovation, they'll add the pond back on between 2 and 6. I've always thought that pond should come back.
I think that is a great penalty area. I think with a pond there, number 6, which is now number
driver,
4, right? Current 15, right?
Current 15, yeah.
Current 15. I think that is such a good golf hole. I love, strategic par 4s like that where you can't hit driver, but you could hit driver if you're cutting the corner, kind of a risk reward. I play that whole hybrid wedge or hybrid gap wedge or whatever up on that hill to hitting down. And that's a really good second shot with a pond there.
Yeah.
All of a sudden that middle left hole location that the tour setup committee loves so much becomes an amazing golf shot.
I know pace of play would probably really suffer from that, though, with all the balls from number 2 just getting blown into the water over there.
Yeah, how many? You think a lot of people go on number, what is that, 11?
It's 11. Yeah, it's 11 now.
Current 11.
Yeah. Sorry, I haven't adjusted yet. Yeah, I don't know. I see people in that area a lot. I see people down there a lot, especially even in tour events. I see people down there, and then I see people mostly down in that old pond area from number 6 because I know in Champ Fight everyone just hits driver to that green.
Yeah, that would be really neat. I'd really like that. But Cedar Creek is on fresh water. It's not on recycled water. So water is a premium up there in that region and in our region as a whole. So I'm not certain if ponds are coming back. I did maybe hear a scuttlebutt about the water feature on 12 coming back. I'm sorry. Current number 3. I apologize.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry.
Oh, the one that runs down from the green under the fairway and back down towards number 2.
Yes, there used to be a waterfall there.
And didn't that come all the way out towards number 1? Didn't that like exit on number 1?
Kind of.
Yeah.
So Cedar Creek's well is up by the road there.
Yeah, and the retention pond's behind the driving range.
Correct. Behind number 3 green, and the water comes out of the well there and got pumped to the retaining pond at the back of the Cedar Creek driving range. And there used to be a waterfall on the right side of number 3 green, just green side only.
Mm-hmm.
And then it went underground in a pipe system, and it came out on the other side of number 3 fairway, on the left side where that bunker is.
Mm-hmm.
And there was another water feature there, maybe 20 paces tops. And then it turned back underground and went over to a pond on the right side of hole number 2, like at the 100-yard mark. There's a red hazard or red penalty area there, and that was a small pond. And then that went underground and got pumped into the big retaining pond behind the driving range. So lots of water features there that went away in the last decade or so. Would love to see those come back, but, water features are expensive,
Yeah, you lose that water that you're pumping, I'm sure, to evaporation and stuff. So
yes,
I'm sure it's not ideal, but I'm excited. I mean, that'll make that hole very much harder for sure.
Yeah, 100% yes. Number 3 with the water on the left is crazy difficult. That's a big prime landing area. So really excited. Cedar Creek getting the renovation this coming year with the Alamo City Golf Trail. Really excited to see that. Riverside's renovation wrapping up somewhere around the 30-day mark to go. We will absolutely communicate that information as soon as we get it. I've been texting with Ruben weekly about when tee times are going to become available at Riverside. So I'll do my best to communicate that as much as I can.
Yeah, I can't wait. I know we got 2 stroke plays there, 1 each season, and then the South Texas match play out there. I also think the first 2 events of the season being partner events is the only time we'll have back-to-back partner events this season. I don't know if you noticed that in the schedule.
Yes, I do. I really like that. I like partner events early in the season. Get your feet wet. If you're new to the tour, you get to ride in the cart with somebody establish some points, maybe come out, win a flight, and then it goes, stroke play, match play, stroke play. I love the way the schedule turned out this year. Really excited for it. Jay Berg, can you pop that schedule back up again, and then we'll roll the Match Play Mayhem video after it. Check out this correlation, everybody. Monster Day is the first event on the top of our calendar there. January 7th, Mission Del Lago Monster Day Scramble, open for registration right now. Now, Jay Berg, can we put up the Match Play Mayhem graphic? The day before Monster Day, everybody is going to be practicing at Mission Del Lago. I'm sorry. I got distracted. I got a text message there. I'm sorry. I apologize. Everybody's going to be practicing for Mission Del Lago. Where are they going to be practicing? You ask, Jason, where are they going to be practicing?
San Pedro.
San Pedro is where they're going to be practicing, because we're going to have a live world premiere film screening of Match Play Mayhem, the mini documentary
on the 2023 South Texas Match Play Challenge. And the victorious STX Am Tour team in that. 2 weeks ago, the tour played against the Houston Amateur Golf Association and took home the 2023 South Texas Match Play Challenge, brought the Challenge Cup back to San Antonio. It was an awesome weekend, and we were excited and thrilled, and it was awesome experience to have Danny Puckett and Global Fairway Logistics at High Meadow Ranch Golf Course with us the whole weekend, providing media coverage, videography of the entire event. So excited to bring you guys Match Play Mayhem, Danny Puckett and Global Fairway Logistics, sponsored by Micah Carroll and Cairo Services Group. Amazing. Those two guys brought it together, and the world premiere open to the public film viewing session, January 6th. The event is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. We'll show the video 3 times. It's about a 15-minute video. After the viewing party, we will have that video posted on our social media outlets, YouTube, Facebook, and we will also live stream the viewing party. So if you can't be there, you can be there live on Facebook with us. But here is a small video teaser that Jason's going to put up right now. And you could get chills about how good this mini docuseries is going to be. And it's extra cool because we ended up winning the event, and that made it.
Man, spoilers of a documentary.
I know, right? All right. Without further ado. That's a really uncomfortable scenario for everybody. There were 75 people here at the first tee time, and that's tough. It's not easy to work through. Course is phenomenal. Best putting surface this event has ever been played on. It's going to be a fun weekend.
Amazing.
I get like 100% focused on it every time it plays, and I've seen it 100 times now, and I love it every time. I'm really excited. Viewing party January 6th. So that Monster Day weekend gets a little bit more flair the day before Monster Day. I think that's really cool. I really like the timing of it. I know Danny Puckett's watching right now. I can't wait to have Danny Puckett next to me behind the podium at San Pedro, talking about getting ready to talking about the event, talking about getting ready to watch the video and then play the video on the simulator screen.
Is it true that the film crew is going to follow the tour throughout the spring season for our Netflix special releasing in the fall?
Well, we're still working on parameters of the contractual agreements on the Netflix full documentary series.
Listen, if Netflix offers us 4 figures, we're in, right, Trev?
Yeah, listen. Yeah, listen. Everybody has a number. My number might be just a lot lower than everybody else's.
There's one number in front of the comment.
Yeah,
2 or 3.
It don't matter. Danny Puckett in the comments. If anybody's watching that would like to sponsor a tour Netflix documentary series, we would be all ears for that. I know we say that a little tongue in cheek, but we are definitely, we definitely have the ability, the capabilities, with Fairway Global Logistics and Danny Puckett to film Full Swing.
Well, I mean, listen, if we can produce it, we could just mail it to Netflix and say, this is yours.
Yeah, for sure.
See, that's a low ball in there, GG. That's too low for us.
Listen,
we're worth at least 1,000.
Wait, listen, can you just put a decimal place behind the first 9 and I'm in? $9.99. Done.
Under $10. That's amazing.
Scotty Williams sponsorship packages for the Netflix documentary series are all on a custom basis. I will have our people reach out to your people. Hold on one second. Let me accomplish that. Jason, will you text Scotty?
Yeah, I will text
Okay.
Scott. Yeah.
It's text message incoming. Scott Williams.
I first have to figure out what the Netflix sponsorship package is because I just made it up right here on this.
I know exactly right. Scott,
So let me call Danny Puckett first.
Scott, that's awesome. I love how baller status that is. I have lots of people. I love it. Shout out Danny Puckett, Fairway Global Logistics. Super excited to partner with him and his videography golf video company. Super excited.
Listen, in all seriousness, there's a lot of characters on tour. You pick like 7 or 8 of them that could possibly follow around per tournament.
I agree completely.
Make a little 10-minute mini series of every tournament following the same handful of people. You definitely could do something.
I totally agree. I totally 100% agree. Well, live viewing party, San Pedro driving range, open to the public. Please come out. It's going to be a great time. Work that into your Monster Day prep practice schedule. 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. San Pedro driving range. Lots of food and beverage specials, lots of drink specials, plus access to Jaybird, Casey Graham, and the rest of the STX Am Tour ambassadors that will be there. MD and I will be there. We'll be coming from Mission Del Lago and wrapping up the setup there. And wow, Danny Puckett just put a number.
Yeah, we let's say, Danny, what was it going to cost to do a 1-minute series on just me for every tournament?
And the reverse engineering has started.
Yes. Well, there's breaking news from the press release, Travis.
Press release, Morgan Graff and Greg Graff might be at San Pedro that day. I would
Come out for the
think
Graffs.
that is the most likely outcome.
I'll probably be there as well.
$650 each event for 1 minute of film time.
Listen, Danny, if my Christmas bonus is pretty good this year, I'm going to buy that for me and Patrick. 1-minute video of me and Patrick at Monster Day. And it better include Patrick getting a wedge stuck in some sort of fucking tree or something. It better be in there.
Well, I want everybody to know that I'm so excited for Match Play Mayhem, the mini documentary series on the 2023 South Texas Match Play Challenge that you counted them is 15 minutes long. Super excited for that. Can't wait. Live viewing party, San Pedro driving range, January the 6th, 4 p.m. Come on, hang out with the tour ambassadors, the tour crew, and Danny Puckett and Fairway Global Logistics. Really excited.
Is there any drink specials at San Pedro for this? Or is
Yes,
that a question I
lots of
shouldn't
food
ask?
specials, lots of drink specials. More info on that to come. That teaser will be on our Facebook page later tonight, so you can watch it again and again and again and again, and we'll probably close the show in a couple minutes with it, don't you think?
Sure, why not? Everyone loves watching it. Modelo was hit by inflation.
Oh, okay. Well, no drink specials on Modelo then. Imported. It's definitely an import. Mark it up.
From
premium.
where?
I don't know. Where is Modelo? It's got to be
Is it France?
Modelo Especial.
Sounds pretty Spain to me, which would equivalent to Mexico.
Spain is Mexico now?
Yes, I believe listen, Spanish speaking origin. I believe it comes from Mexico.
Okay. Well, I guess France was wrong.
France was not accurate. That's why I went with
Could
the
have
Spain
been,
comment.
could have
Look
been
at the
Champagne.
comment
I don't know.
blowing up. Modelo was hit by inflation. I understand the topic now. Yes, lots of drink specials, food specials with the Match Play Mayhem viewing party. Really, really stoked for that. And that'll be the first time. That's kind of the first organized event of the year. Monster Day kicking off the next morning. David Falconer, great point. Maybe some drink specials, but it's drink specials the night before Monster Day might not be the best idea. But it's 4:00 in the afternoon, so it's not like old Friday at the San Pedro Match Play when you were running back Jaeger bombs. You know?
Oh. You're doing Jaeger bombs while people are playing. Like people who are playing are doing Jaeger bombs.
Man, when that event, the San Pedro Match Play event, used to be on Friday nights, that was a long weekend. That was a long weekend.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Listen, you were out by noon on Sunday, hell or high water. Like, yeah, Casey, like figure it out.
That Casey made a comment in the comments right now. Yes, I was.
That's amazing.
I like that. I like that, Danny
yeah.
Puckett Monster Margaritas. I love that.
Monster Margs. We need like Monster Dr. Peppers for me. Like 32 ounces.
All right, buddy. What else do we got to talk about? We've been on the air for 50 minutes. We've got Monster Day coming up. We've got the big viewing party coming up, and we've got the tour schedule.
The only thing I noticed on that schedule that no one's brought up in the comments yet is, the first year we're going to do a Masters on 2 courses. I don't know if anyone's commented on that yet.
I saw a comment in a text thread about it after the schedule came out. The 36-hole end of spring major on 2 courses this year. Mm-hmm. Northern and Brackenridge Park. Stephen Evans did call it. I'm really excited. It's a lot of logistical pressure on the tour setup committee. So we'll see how that plays into it. But 2 courses for one event. Tough to do, tough to win, tough to get into a rhythm. Definitely just a different atmosphere, you know?
Yes, I agree.
What are your thoughts on that? What did you think when you first saw that when we were working on the schedule? I know that was one of your first comments.
I mean, logistically, I was just worried about you and the ambassadors and how we're going to pull that off. But I think it's unique. I think it's unique a unique idea that we were able to pull off this year to do the Masters on 2 courses. Like Casey commented there, they're 2 totally different greens. As Greg pointed out, it is a tee marker nightmare. But, it's going to be fun. Both greens should be in excellent shape, I would assume, by then, and running fast. And, Northern Hills, we say it all the time when we do stroke plays in Northern Hills. Everyone thinks that course is easy, but it is to par, like the second hardest course for champ fighters and first fighters. The course is just simply not that easy. It always blows our mind that it's number 2 behind Cedar Creek, and yet the rating is so low. But there's just something about that course that you just can't score on it, and I think it's because the greens are so old and grainy. It is in dichotomy to Brack, where people can go real low at Brack because the greens are a little bit more tame.
I agree. The whole locations at Northern are really, yeah, Casey's right. The most grain in the city. Definitely the most grain that influences late breaks for sure. It definitely changes the dynamic a little bit of the major. I am excited that Brack's the second day, right? Then you can use those traditional Sunday hole locations at the Masters and the Tour Championship, which we could almost just call out word for word right now, right?
Yeah.
And, maybe a little bit more tame at Northern on the first day, and then, stuffage at
Northern
Brack.
Hills stroke pay qualifier to the final round of the Masters.
It's kind of what it's going to feel like, right?
You can't win it on day one, but you'll definitely lose it.
Yeah, heck yeah. Straka confirms that for sure.
I mean, it's whoever can hang around par, especially in Champ Flight. Whoever's hanging around par at Northern Hills is putting themselves in position. Yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting for sure.
I agree. Well, Jay Bird, that about wraps it up for me.
That's all I got.
Just the tour schedule is out. www.stxamtour.golf. Monster Day is open for registration, and we are a month away, 31 days away from the world premiere of Match Play Mayhem, a mini documentary about the 2023 South Texas Match Play Challenge, STX Am Tour versus Houston Amateur Golf Association. January 6th at San Pedro, 4 p.m. Viewing party the day before Monster Day. I just feel like we're crescendoing from today forward, and it's just going to be energy. Match Play Mayhem, Monster Day shotgun. Can't wait.
Yeah, Monster Day is the only scramble we do all year. I know that we'll do 12 more holes throughout the year, but that's the only true scramble that we do all year. And it's always interesting to me that when you play a two-man scramble in a charity event or something like that, you see people going 12, 13, 14 under, four-man events going 20, 22 under, whatever. But we get and play a scramble where you have another team keeping your score, and suddenly those scores are sitting around 4 and 3 and 5.
Monster Day.
Are we gonna put the flags in the holes this year, or are we gonna leave them out?
Flags in the holes. Full field shotgun. Forecasted 140 players. Was that make it? That makes it 5 or 6 flights. Greens are great, so I expect them to be pretty slick. We could see some 3, 4, 5 putts as a team. It's always demoralizing when you get to 10 and the hole is front, left, center on 10. And someone's got to make a 12-footer. And
as long as it's fast. So those years where it's not fast, it sits up there for a tap-in. But, man, those years where it is fast, that's brutal.
My favorite hole location at Monster Day is hole number 9. I love that one. That's just –
what is that? That's the one right behind the bunker?
Yes, it's right behind the bunker. It's the coolest. It's the coolest dot to mark of the whole year. And it's typically the first one that I'll do, that we'll get to. Yes, it's right next to the parking lot. It's right next to where the tour van gets parked. And it is the best turf grass that's touching the collar behind the bunker on number 9. I love that one. Beep, right there. And that sets the stage for the rest of the morning, dotting those hole locations. And
number 8 has a brutal pin location too up on that slope.
Number 8 has a good one. 7 back 6. Right is good. 6 in that front
6.
little holler. That's tough. 5 can get dicey around
4.
that little knoll. 4 is usually the toughest one. 4 is usually the toughest one on that front side slope. 3 is pretty tame. 1 and 2 are pretty tame. I agree, David Falconer. Hole number 9 is a great hole location. Jeremy Semlinger eagled hole number 9 last year with his partner Chris Espinosa in Monster Day last year.
I would assume so, right?
I'm just going from sheer guess there. Not sure. Chris Espinosa turned pro this year. Congratulations and good luck to him.
I agree.
Following in the footsteps of Trevor Bailey.
So Scott Williams and Jeremy are partners this year. I was about to ask who's Jeremy's partner now.
Oh, I like that. Jeremy Semlinger. Oh, now I see Jeremy Semlinger made a post on Facebook today. Different partner, same result for Monster Day. I love it. That's a great team. Jeremy Semlinger, Scott Williams. With that being said, everybody, we had a couple signups for Monster Day during the show. It is more than half full. Don't delay. Get signed up for Monster Day now. www.stxamtour.golf under the sign up tab or the calendar tab gets you to the Monster Day homepage. Sign up now. 2-person scramble team. The only scramble on the tour season. Double points. Sign up now. It is going to sell out. So the streak of sellouts for 2024 is going to start with Monster Day. And it's going to be a cool day. January 6th, watch party. January 7th, Monster Day. Pretty cool weekend to kick off the 2024 South Texas Amateur Golf Tour.
Awesome. Well, with that, I guess we'll sign off, right? You want to play the teaser video again, Trav?
Let's play the teaser video again. January 6th, world premiere of Match Play Mayhem, Fairway Global Logistics and Danny Puckett, presented by Cairo Services Group, LLC. January 6th, San Pedro, world premiere, Match Play Mayhem. Good night.
That's a really uncomfortable scenario for everybody. There were 75 people here at the first tee time, and that's tough. It's not easy to work through. Course is phenomenal. Best putting surface this event has ever been played on. It's going to be a fun weekend.